When setting up the game, start by placing the 2 extra piranha fish cards off to the side. Secondly, place the lava terrain tiles off to the side as well. You will not be needing these when beginning the game. Now it's time to set up the 2 decks. There are 2 different types of decks. The night deck is black and has a symbol of the moon on the top left-hand side of the card. The day deck is white and has the symbol of the sun on the upper left-hand side of the card. Begin by shuffling 3 communication cards into each day and night deck and place them on the table. Next, make sure everyone has a player power chart, a marker, and a cheat sheet of the symbols used in the game. Lastly, there will be a circle spinner not shown here that is used to show you what time of day it is during your turn at the table. So when it's day, flip the spinner to the day side, and night, flip it to the night. Each round is 1 day, so 1 turn around the whole table, everyone will be drawing from the day deck. Then you will flip it to night, and that round around the table, everyone will draw from the night deck. It's best to designate 1 person in charge of the day-night tracker to help keep track and not get confused. Next, it's time to pick your player. Have everyone choose their player character that they will be using during the duration of the game. Now that your deck is set up, let's move to characters. For characters, there are 2 unique characters that require a little additional setup. You need to pull the fanny pack card item from the deck and make sure that Fannie Mae starts with the fanny pack. So go ahead and place that under her character. For Ned, in addition, just like Fannie Mae, he starts with the Swiss Army knife item. So go ahead and find the Swiss Army knife and place that underneath his character. If anyone draws these characters, they get to start with these items in play. Lastly is the fun part. Now we get to build your island. The island is composed of 4 different hex tiles. You have beach, jungle, rugged, and shallows. There is a total of 40 hexes, and it's left up to your imagination to build whatever island you can think of or dream up. One of my favorite parts about Primal the board game is the ability to change and build your map every time you play. That way the strategy always stays fresh and interesting, and there's endless opportunities for your imagination to build something truly memorable and creative. Once you have the game set up, have everyone roll a d20 to see who goes first. Now that I have all my cards, let's imagine it's my turn, and I'm going to move my character 1 space. This triggers drawing a card, and I know that it is currently nighttime in the cycle of day or night, so I draw from the night deck. Let's imagine I draw this card, Hunted. This card shows us 2 things. 1, that it's an event, and 2nd, that it's a personal event. So this means that this event only affects me. And the rules here state that if I have this card, I cannot speak with anybody else at the table. So personal event cards, they are played to my hand because they personally are going to affect my hand and my ability to play the game. Now, let's pretend we've gone around the table and it's now daytime. I move into another space, which triggers drawing a card. Now let's say that I drew this card here, which is sunrise. As you can see, it's another event, but this one has a different symbol. This symbol, if we reference our chart, shows that it's a global event. Global events affect everyone at the table. So if I draw a global event, I need to play the global event to the table in the middle where everyone can see it. Anytime you draw a global event, make sure you play them in the center table next to each other so that everyone at the table can see the event that's affecting their character and the game. However, if it's a personal event, play that card to your hand so you can remember it affects you. And like this card, if you do get close to anyone, you have to make sure you let people know that they are now affected by Hunted. We've gone around the table, it's now back to night. I'm going to move 1 more space. This triggers drawing a card. I draw a card and it looks like I've got an item. This item I'm going to play to my hand on the table in front of everyone so I can see this item is now in play as well. Now that you know how to play the game, next we'll learn the basic mechanics of how your turn will operate.